don't have sex in school. Please don't be effing in school, bro. Don't be having sex in school. Don't get nobody to sloppy toppy. Not send news to people. And if somebody asks you for them, because there's been a lot of guys who just genuinely asked me that question, should have exposed them. That's kind of petty. But I know too many freshmen and sophomores who stress about college and where they're gonna go for college, and I'm just like, y'all need to chill. Just chill. You're only like 14, 15, 16 years old. Calm down. But I took Spanish and it's all gone. I only remember a few terms and the most basic stuff. I'm like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Pero ir la baño. Soy de los Estados Unidos. That's all I remember. It's like, what? Look at the time. I always do this to myself. And the last time I did wear a crop top, not crop top, a tube top in my videos, somebody was like, you're moving too much, touching yourself too much, your skin is bothering me. I'm like, girl, if it's that deep, just click off the video. It's not that hard. Hey guys, it's Miree. Welcome back to my channel. And today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be giving y'all another back to school video, but I'm going to be giving the freshman advice. Some of these tips can also apply to upperclassmen or sophomore or junior year, yes, but I'm mainly talking to the freshmen. Before we get started with this video, subscribe down below because we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers and we're getting so close. Click on that bell notification because I try to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:45 Central Standard Time. Check out my social media, especially my spam account, Thickums 2.0, because that is where you'll be catching me the most active these days, as well as my main Instagram account, Miree. It's a fun time over there. And without further ado, we can officially get started with the video. I know everybody says this, but it's very much true. And I'm talking to the girls, but I'm gonna hit up the guys, tell the guys real quick too. Please stay away from the upperclassmen. Do not mess with the upperclassmen. They will take you, chew you up, and spit you out. I'm not trying to scare you with this, but it is very much the truth, because most of the guys who are upperclassmen and are messing with freshmen do not have good intentions at all. All they want is some punani, and they're gonna go on with it. Now I will say this is like super duper popular in my school. A lot of them, to be honest, are DL. They are on the down low. Some of the upperclassmen, I've seen this before, they will try and mess with you or try and message you. Even if you do tell them no or you're not interested, they will get mad. Same thing with girls too. If you tell them that you're not interested, they will get mad and they will bash you. So don't even bother trying to mess with them. Whether you're a boy or a girl, don't even bother. It's literally just a waste of time. And the gag is, they're about to graduate, they'll leave for college. They aren't trying to get into a serious relationship. Not saying that all upperclassmen do this, but I do kind of sort of personally find it weird seeing a junior or a senior trying to go for a freshman. But not all of them do this, but a good chunk of them do not have good intentions. Take your first year seriously, but at the same time, don't take it too serious. So what I mean by this is, yes, you do need to focus on your study. You need to be focused on trying to get your grades up and get your grades as high as possible or reach a point of wherever you want to reach. Freshman year is literally the easiest year. I did not care my freshman year, and I'm so upset at the fact that I didn't care, because now I look at my transcripts and I've seen my past grades, and then it's just that one little grade left, and I'm just like, oh, this is so ugly. It just makes the rest of everything look terrible. You can enjoy yourself and be with your friends, go to parties, even though we don't need to be going to parties right now. But if there are certain things that you want to do with your friends that while you're in high school, yeah, go do them. But for the most part, you still need to focus on your studies, focus on your education. There are some people who can balance both, but there are also a good chunk of people who cannot balance both their social life and their academics. I'm not even about to lie, sometimes it's very hard, but after a while you'll be able to like figure things out. And that leads me to my next point. Please manage your time. Please, especially if you do extra stuff, please manage your time correctly. Chunk and break everything down that you need to have broken down. Have certain days, have certain subjects for certain days, and plan ahead and work ahead. Managing your time will help you break everything down and you won't be stressed out. I did not do this my freshman year, and I tell you, when I was stressed, I don't know why I didn't care, but managing your time really does help you whenever it comes to seeing what all you have to deal with for the week or what all you have to work with for the week. Say for example, if you wanted to go do something with your friends, but you also have to do some of your homework or do a certain project or work on a certain project or whatever the case may be, you doing that ahead will give you more time to have a social life and being able to hang out with your friends and do whatever you want with your friends. Manage your time. I promise you, you'll be like, ooh, please. Some people might look at you like you're crazy. I personally am not going on campus, but if I were going on campus, I would most definitely do this. I will always carry wipes with me, and before I sit down and before I do anything, or if I'm working in an area at a desk, wipe down the desk. because you don't know who done been there. Bring some Clorox wipes, wipe down the desk, wipe down the seat, wipe down the little area where you gotta sit your arm at. Please just wipe stuff down, because it's like people are not clean. For the love of the Lord up above, please do not fight anybody. First of all, we shouldn't even be near each other because of COVID. Second of all, fighting is not cute, honey. I don't know how people have the energy to wake up early in the morning to be hitting each other in the face, but overall, fighting is not cute. You're gonna end up suspended. It's gonna be on your record for the future, and then future teachers are gonna see that stuff on your record. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't want them in my class. I don't want to deal with them. Yes, some teachers have the power of getting students out of their classes or switching students into certain classes. They do have the power for that. I don't know why they do, but they do. But just do not fight. It's not worth it. And if you're a senior watching this or you're a junior watching this, do not fight, because some of the privileges that you're gonna have your senior year or later on in your junior year, they will take them away from you if you're consistently fighting and getting suspended and getting in trouble all the time. I promise you they will. Relationships are overrated. It's my suggestion. I'm not saying don't get into a relationship your freshman year. I don't suggest it, and here is why. It is a distraction. Even just relationships from any year, like I can vouch for that, especially from like my sophomore year. It's a distraction. Don't need to worry about no little boy or no little girl. People have the tendency of, when they're in a relationship, they do not care about their grades. They don't care to keep their grades up or anything of that nature. So I'm telling you, you don't have to take this advice, but I don't suggest getting into a relationship your freshman year of high school. Do not let the teachers disrespect you, bro. I did not let this slide. I remember one year, one of my substitute teachers tried me when I was like in my human anatomy class. I was not having it at all. Continuing on, don't let them disrespect you. If they say something out of pocket, you're gonna have to be careful. I know some people don't care, like they bite in and they don't care, but some people do care because they don't want bad stuff on their record. But I personally am not comfortable, nor am I okay with a teacher getting away with saying something racist, out of pocket, or sexist to me at all. If you're fine with taking write-ups, even though write-ups aren't that serious, if you're fine with taking write-ups and you don't want to face the disrespect, go off, sis. But I will say this, at least if you don't want to get a write-up and you don't want it to be too bad, please at least stand firm with yourself, because some teachers tend to think that since they're a teacher and they're disrespecting you, that they can get away with that level of disrespect. Stand firm in what you're saying, but as a whole, don't let them. I just don't appreciate it when teachers are disrespectful, so don't let them disrespect you. Please start studying for the ACT and the SAT right now, because you're not going to want to deal with it your senior year like I did. I did not care about the ACT or the SAT when I was in my freshman year, sophomore year, or even, yeah, I took it every now and then my junior year and took practice tests, but I did not care for it enough. So please, if you're going to do or deal with the ACT or take the ACT in the future for schools or for college, please deal with it now and study for it now and get as much preparation as possible to try and reach the goal that you want to get. Because granted, yeah, you can sit there and study and cram all you want, but if you have not been practicing for a long enough period or a good period of time, you're not going to see the results that you want. So please study and practice for the ACT and the SAT right now. Like, if you can't even just go full-blown, do a full-blown study ACT prep, at least do 10 questions a day, please. Whether you're a guy or a girl, have an emergency kit. That be with a girl or dealing with pads, lip gloss, gum, all that kind of stuff. Guys, y'all can have gum, deodorant, extra change of boxers, just something. If something could pop off, something could happen where your parents cannot come up to the school and bring you something that you need, or the school may not have something that you need. So it's very important to have what you need on hand. Ask questions when you are confused. If they're offering free tutoring, take the free tutoring. Go to them, whether that be after school, early in the morning, or during lunch, whatever the case may be, whatever tutoring you can get to. And if you genuinely need the help, go to it. It's free. So there are some teachers who are not nice enough that they would literally tutor the students for free. So if you have an opportunity, or a teacher is giving you an opportunity to get tutored by them or to get extra help, or if you're confused about something and you need help after class, take that opportunity, because trust me, you are not going to want to be sitting at home on YouTube trying to figure out how to do something and be lost in the sauce and not know what you're doing, and then you have to go to class the next day not having the answers on your paper because you were lost and confused. Ask the question, ask for the advice from the teacher, go to the tutoring, and you will be straight. Quizlet, Socratic, Notes, and Reminders are your best friends. Those are my favorite apps to use whenever it came to school, because it's like, for Quizlet, I'm not even gonna lie, I was able to cheat. I was able to look up the homework on Quizlet. I was able to look up the homework on Socratic. I was just type in the little question, it'll look it up real quick, and it'll show the whole entire answer for you. Now with Notes and Reminder, I would have to put in the assignments that I had to do, and Reminders, I would have to like remind myself, hey, you got a test this day, hey, you got a quiz this day, hey, you got a homework assignment due for this. Yes, I tried to plan ahead, but sometimes I'm genuinely a forgetful person, and sometimes I forget. But in the times that I did remember and I knew it was very important, important, I took it down in my notes. They will help so much, especially if you're getting started out and your teacher is giving you a bunch of work that you need to just copy down. It's most definitely somewhere on Quizlet. You will find it. Get close to your counselor, because in the future, if you're close enough and you're slowly building the relationship with them, they will give you opportunities where you can take and be able to sign up for a certain scholarship that other people in the school may not be able to sign up and get the scholarship. If you want to get certain job offers, or if you need help whenever it comes to dealing with your license applications, stuff like that, counselor will most definitely be able to help you. There are some good counselors at school, some bad counselors at school. My counselor was actually really good, and they'll be able to hook you up with certain things in the future, especially your senior and junior year. If you're taking a foreign language, please take it seriously, because all I know is, for me personally and plenty other students who took a foreign language their freshman year, they did not take it seriously and they basically forgot everything. You're gonna want to know how to speak that language whenever you graduate or whenever you get older, and I'm so upset. Like, normally whenever it comes to memory and I'm taking some seriously, I am A1. It's so many things that I had to memorize for school that's still stuck in my brain to this day. But I took Spanish and it's all gone. I only remember a few terms and the most basic stuff. I'm like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Puedo ir al baño? Soy de los Estados Unidos. That's all I remember. So if you take a foreign language, please take it seriously, because you're most definitely gonna want to know how to speak it later on. You're not gonna want to start all over. Now I gotta start all over. You don't need to really be stressing about college right now. Yes, I say you need to deal with the ACT because you're not gonna want to deal with it later. That's one of the few things, but you don't need to be stressing about college and what you want your major to be, unless you completely and utterly know what you want to do. That's straight. But if you're in your freshman year, you don't need to be stressing about that right now. You need to be focused on right now. That's just with life in general. You don't need to be like stressing about the future or worried about the future too much. Sometimes it's just things that you cannot control. Worry about right now, because it's like, if you're consistently worried about it, you won't even enjoy your first year of high school or your second year of high school. I know too many freshmen and sophomores who stress about college and where they're gonna go for college, and I'm just like, y'all need to chill. Just chill. You're only like 14, 15, 16 years old. Calm down. Make friends with the upperclassmen. Now notice, I said make friends. I didn't say date or mess with. I said make friends. There is a difference. The good ones, at least. They don't bite. They won't mean any type of harm. There are some upperclassmen who are genuine and who would love to be your friends. This is also be good for the future. If, for example, if you get invited to a certain event and your friend who is an upperclassman wanted to take you, they'll be able to take you, and you'll be able to make even more friends with other upperclassmen and just other people in general. Don't just get with people or be friends with people just because you want to get in certain opportunities in certain situations. Make genuine connections and friends. It's okay to be friends with them. Don't send nudes. Now, I know I cannot control what people do. I cannot control what people send, but don't send nudes. If you're not going to listen to me, I know it's going to be people who do not listen to me. If you're going to do something like that, don't be stupid and send it to the person you feel like is going, or you know for a fact is going to expose you. I've known too many girls whose news have been exposed, whose videos have been exposed, and it's just really humiliating and embarrassing. It's also saddening because there's been times where there have been girls whose news have been exposed and they've literally killed themselves because people will bully them and bother them. Overall, you can help yourself and just not send news to people. And if somebody asks you for them, because there's been a lot of guys who just genuinely asked me that question, should have exposed them. That's kind of petty, but that just goes to show overall they do not have respect for you, and it's so disgusting. If you want to expose them, you can expose them, sis. Don't have sex in school. Please don't be effing in school, bro. Don't be having sex in school. Don't give nobody the sloppy toppy. First of all, you're going to get caught, and school is just not the place to be effing and sucking and just messing with. No. There's been too many people that I know have done this. If you're going to take classes and you're given the opportunity in order to take the classes that you need in order to graduate, whether that be extra classes like health, PE, foreign language, go ahead and get that out the way your freshman and sophomore year, because you're not going to want to take those classes your junior and senior year. Like, you do not. And I'm happy I got them out the way my freshman and sophomore year, because you're able to get, at least for me in my school, they have early dismissal and late arrival. You get those classes out the way, you'll be able to have early dismissal and you'll be able to leave. This just gets stuff out the way and you won't be stressed. Don't fall under peer pressure. Somebody's pushing and pressing you to vape or smoke, don't do it. Somebody's pushing you to drink alcohol and you don't want to do it, don't do it. If somebody's pushing you to lose your virginity or to have sex with them and you don't want to do it, don't do it. In the end, it's not worth it. If it's not you and not what you are, then don't do it. It's no. Please don't worry about trying to be popular or well known, because in the end, keep in mind, this is just high school. High school is literally only a cool little 4 years of your life. High school is very, very short, and the things that happen in high school do not matter when you're in college or university, like at all. Don't worry your focus on trying to be popular, because it'll be a waste of time. Don't try too hard to fit in with people either that you know you don't normally fit in with. First of all, they can tell when you're trying too hard to fit in with them. Second of all, is just fit in and go with the people that you know will work for you and that you know that will be good for you. It's just a waste of time trying to be popular and forcing yourself trying to fit into an environment that just is not for you and that's not naturally you. Disrespecting teachers does not make you cool. Now, I know I said before, don't let teachers disrespect you and clap back. That's only if they're saying something out of pocket or saying something that is not necessary to you. But just overall, disrespecting a teacher or a substitute teacher just because you want to be seen as cool does not make you cool, bro. Like, it's not cute. They just trying to get their job, get their cool little check, and go home. They already have to deal with hundreds of different kids and their shenanigans throughout the day, and you're just adding on to it and not making it any better for them. Be respectful. If they're giving respect to you and being nice to you, you need to reciprocate that same energy towards them. So just don't act a fool and don't try to disrespect anybody really just to look cool, because in the end you end up looking stupid and looking like a butthole. If you face any cases of sexual assault or rape or anything of that nature, from whether that be from a student or even a teacher, because yes, it's been situations where teachers have done that to students and it's just disgusting. Snitch. I don't care. Go to the teacher or a person or an adult that you can completely and utterly trust 100% and you know that one sweeping under the rug, or go to district's board. I'm telling you, I'm so upset because there's been so many situations and times where I've been sexually assaulted within school. It's been times where I just let it go, but it's been other times where I have just snitched and told administration and they did not take it seriously, and the guys who had done it just did not get in trouble. If you ever face something like that and there's nobody within the school itself that you can trust, go to the district board. I don't care. File some type of report or something against them. And I'm also saying this, especially in giving this as freshman advice, because whenever you're a freshman and you're fresh meat and you're coming in, people tend to not take you seriously, considering the fact that you're younger, smaller compared to them. So you being smaller and seen as inferior towards them, they tend to think they can take advantage of you and they see themselves as superior to you. Snitch. And it's especially bad if it's an adult. Don't know. And the last one, get close to your teachers. Not only will you end up just building a good relationship, you will also be able to go to them for the future, whether that be dealing with getting extra credit, recommendation letters, or getting exempt. There was a teacher that I was close to. I was literally able to get exempt from one of my exams because we were that close and she liked me. It's kind of similar to the opportunities whenever it comes to getting close to your counselor, getting close to your teacher, and having that cool teacher. It'll really just be a lot of benefits with it as a whole. And that is the end of this video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. If you're an upperclassman, or even if you're in college and you want to give some freshman advice, comment them down below. Check out my social media. There'll be links for that down below in the description box. Check out my other back to school videos. There'll be a link for the playlist up above, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.